All right, working on the Academy 172nd United States Air Force F-16A. Got some items in a little paint booth. That's my rechargeable airbrush there, which is awesome, by the way. Just got it like a couple weeks ago. Here's the other pieces on the sprue. So I'll be working on this for the next, well, days and possibly weeks, but it's a pretty small kit, so I should be able to finish it before too long. These turned out really well, really well. Of course, the lighting's bad, but I'll do a mock-up and show you later. And here we are, a little further along. I've got most of the parts are painted, and also underneath too. Also painted some of the sprues, and let me get those. No. Oops, sorry about that. Trying to move the sprays over here. I pre-painted some of these items on the sprue, but I might change the color, but I was trying to get some paint out of my rechargeable airbrush. That's what I'm using. Bought that rechargeable airbrush, and it is freaking awesome. I love this thing. Now, if you're somebody that, you know, paints constantly, but I don't do that. So this is my first airbrush, and so far it is working really good for what I want it to be used for. All right, we've got the exhaust pieces put on here. We've got the nose cone put on. I probably should do the decals before I get the other stuff, but I haven't figured it out yet. There's the canopy, there's the glue, there's some items that I painted on the sprues, not all of them, but some of them. I have to double check which ones. There's the rechargeable airbrush. There's the paint colors I'm using so far. It's going along pretty well. I really like this little plane. It's pretty neat. We got to get the exhaust glued on, but I've also got to just figure out a paint color for it. I don't have the silver, but I'll figure something out. It's my plane, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, till next time. All right, we're getting close. Got the bombs painted, missiles, front gear, some flaps and slats and so forth and so on. So we should be getting close to where we can either put the decals on and assemble it, or assemble it and then put the decals on. Oops, had my finger on the picture the whole time. Here's the other sprue where I painted, and then the two back landing gears. I just got certain colors in my kits, and I'm mainly practicing with the airbrush. I've got to paint those to sides, so it's basically just going to be a two-tone aircraft for the most part. I've got some acrylic paint. I can probably paint the tires with a brush, I guess. Maybe a couple other pieces I need to touch up. Anyway, we'll continue on with the project and see how it goes later. Continuing along, well, we've got some decals. The wings and rudders and so forth aren't glued on. I'm not a big fan of doing decals, but they normally make the aircraft look really good when you do them. But I've got to put the rescue and so forth towards the front on the side here, or it's on the other side. One of the sides the rescue goes on. It's looking pretty good. Got to touch up some of the bombs from my airbrushing, but overall it's doing pretty well. There's also a decal. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Also a decal on the bottom, right there. So it's coming along slowly. Till next time. Well, we're getting close to the end, and it's the 4th of July, and there are fireworks going off outside. So I got the bombs on, the missiles on, the landing gear on. I did find some silver paint for the exhaust. The little nose thing broke, but I glued it on, but I don't know how long it's gonna last once I put it on. Probably not long. There goes the fireworks again. Looking pretty good. Got the rudder to put on, the little guy to put on, and the canopy. I think there's a couple of other parts, but I'm probably not gonna put them on. I think there's some things that go by the wheel housing there, but I probably won't mess with it, or either I'll try to put it on later. Anyway, we're getting close to the end. Well, here we are at the end. There are a couple of pieces that I can put on the bottom, the doors to the back landing gear and the front landing gear, but I haven't done it yet. Turned out pretty well though. I'm really happy about it. Even got the decals pretty good, which I'm usually not very good at. That side, come around to the other side. It's a little dark over here. Let's see if I can turn it. Kind of like my makeshift turntable. Sorry for the fuzziness, but that's just how it is. Turned out pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with it. I mean, did a fairly decent job on the decals. Trying to go slow with it. I really like that rechargeable airbrush. I didn't have all the colors that I needed really, but I'll get those down the road. Like the missile should have been a white or white and yellow or something, but I just didn't have those colors, and I tried a paint pen and it didn't work. Didn't work at all. Turned out really well though. Landing gear, got the missiles and the bombs on. Let's see if I can turn it the other way. Like I said, it's kind of my makeshift turntable, piece of cardboard. I'm really impressed with it. The trick I figured out, the tail the rudder, because I can't really work on the bottom of it if I glued it in. I mean, I could, but I'd have to raise it up. So I put some masking tape on it and built up the masking tape and just slid the rudder in there, and now I can take it on and off. It's not permanently glued. Thought it was a pretty cool idea. Of course, you know, it wouldn't work on all planes, but it worked on this one. Anyway, it's the end of that project. Have a good day. See ya.